afternoon, class 8, especially class 8, but it is related to class 6, 7, 8, 9 all. Unit electricity, Vidyut, standard 8, BLE for theory exam, part 1. Main objectives of this lesson are: what is electricity, types of electricity, sources of electricity, uses of electricity. Cell, cell and types: primary cell, secondary cell, battery, combination of cells, simple cell and diagram, dry cell and diagram, differences, some differences, some logics, etc. and circuit and domestic wiring especially. Now, without wasting time, let me start electricity for class 8 for smart study. Question number 1, very simple question. I'll start from very simple question. Define electricity. Vidutyo. Mention its types and some sources. What is electricity? How many types of electricity are there? And what are the main sources of electricity? Please, it is also related to class 7 and 9. All can study. See, number 1, electricity. Electricity is the flow of electrons along conductors in substances through which heat and electricity can pass. Electricity is the flow of electrons along good conductors. It is a very useful source of energy, especially in the modern age, modern electronic age. See, it is called the modern or advanced electronic age. So, without no electricity, no progress. Remember, mention its types. There are mainly two types of electricity, which I wrote last time or yesterday. Two types of electricity. They are one, static electricity, and current electricity. The static electricity which does not flow, it is less useful. And current electricity which flows and it is more useful. Types: static electricity and current electricity. And can you name some of the sources, objects which provide us energy or electrical energy? Some sources of electricity are cells, battery, dynamo, generators, or say generator, singular, plural, photocell, or solar panel, thermal plant. Nowadays, thermal plant is also considered a very good source of energy, electricity. Wind or solar, photocell, magma, thermal plant or magma, petroleum products, petroleums, and so many others. Mainly, and another hydropower, etc. They are the main sources of electricity. Cells, battery, dynamo, generators, photocell or solar panel, thermal plant, wind, petroleums, and hydropower. They are the main sources of electricity. Nepal, see, 83,000 megawatt. Here, 83,000 megawatt potentiality. Question number 1. Question number 2. Since In class especially 8, Cl is the main source of electricity. So I'm going to write down the definition of what is a cell and what is a battery. Define a cell and mention its types. What is a cell and what are the types? In biology, a cell is a structural, functional and fundamental unit of life. But in physics, it has a different meaning. A cell is a device or is an instrument which converts chemical energy in it into electrical energy. See, a cell, not structural and functional unit of life. It is a device, instrument which changes or converts chemical energy and in it into electrical energy. That means we get electricity from a cell. There are mainly two types of cell. The combination. See, the combination of two or more cells is called a battery. When we need, when you say only one piece, you have to say give me a cell. I need a cell. एउटा cell दिनुहोस्. Not battery, but battery combination of two cells or more than two cells. There are two types. Two types are number one, primary cells like simple cell, dry cell, primary cell. Another is secondary cell. Secondary cell like lead acid cell. Lead acid cell or garage cells. Garage cells. Lead acid cell or garage cell. Primary cells, just by the name, primary cells are those which cannot be recharged and which cannot be used again and again like secondary cell. Simple cell and dry cell are two types of primary cells. Simple cell is also called voltaic cell because an Italian scientist, Alessandro Volta, invented the first simple cell. It has 1 volt, and another is dry cell. It is more advanced than simple cell. It has 1.5 volt. Another is secondary cell, which can be recharged. It is more advanced. Primary cell and secondary cell are two types of cell. Question number 1, electricity types and sources. Question number 2, cell and types. Question number 3 is a simple question. Draw a diagram of a simple, its name is voltaic as well, voltaic cell, and label its parts. Can you draw well? See, first of all, draw a diagram of a simple cell, a voltaic cell, and label its parts. Name two defects as well. Name two defects of it as well. See, first of all, voltmeter, very simple diagram. C2. Can you name? And here, join this name, plus, minus. Can you see which is positive, which is negative? See, negative zinc plate. What is this called? Zinc plate or rod, also called negative plate. This one is copper plate. Copper plate or positive. Zinc plate negative. Electrons flow from zinc to copper, not copper to zinc. Copper plate positive. And this is called voltameter, not voltmeter. Remember, voltameter. And this one is acidified sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid. This was the cell. Copper plate, zinc plate, voltameter, dilute sulfuric acid. See, simple diagram of simple and label also. Two defects. Although simple cell was invented by Alessandro Volta, it is a good discovery, okay? Invention, but there are some defects. Two defects of a simple cell are, it depends upon the situation. What are the questions? If you are asked what do you mean by defects and name them, define them, you can define, otherwise not. Two defects of simple cell are, number one is polarization and another is local action. Two defects are polarization and local action are two defects of a simple cell. Polarization and local action. Polarization, local action. Polarization is the deposition of hydrogen gas. See, when chemical reaction between zinc and dilute sulfuric acid takes place, what happens? Zinc sulfate is formed and hydrogen gas is also produced. The hydrogen gas produced, then what does it do? Zinc, zinc, zinc reacts with dilute sulfuric acid, and zinc sulfate is formed. And hydrogen gas is also formed. Hydrogen gas is collected on the copper plate. Hydrogen gas is collected on the copper plate, and this defect is called polarization. Polarization effect. अर्थात् जिंक र सल्फ्युरिक एसिडबाट जुन ग्यास बन्छ त्यो कपर प्लेटमा जम्मा भएपछि यसले काम गर्न छोड्छ, पोलराइजेसन हुन्छ, त्यसलाई भन्छ पोलराइजेसन. लोकल एक्सन ड्यू टु इम्प्योर जिंक. Polarization, local action due to impure zinc. Due to impure zinc. The two defects are polarization and local action is okay. And another which short form or full form, write full forms for class 8. Full form, see, number 1 MCB, miniature circuit breaker. Miniature circuit breaker. LED light emitting diode. Light emitting diode. LED light emitting diode. CFL. CFL compact fluorescent. FLUORESCT fluorescent lamp. Full forms: MCB, miniature circuit breaker, LED light emitting diode, CFL compact fluorescent lamp. This was for today, and next time I'll do some more. Please, question number 1, simple question. 2, and question number 3, draw and label. Question number 4, full forms. Okay, this much.